So we're going to have a quick little tutorial on how to use a spreadsheet, and this OpenOffice spreadsheet is very much the same as the Excel spreadsheet. So first of all, let's talk about terminology and how you address a cell. So across the top we have the A, B, C, D, all letters, and then going down we have the rows. So any given cell is a combination of its B and 8 in that case, C and 5 in this case. And in each cell you can have contents or you can have a formula. So let's just start by taking a cell called B3 and just putting 54 in it. And you can see that the contents is 54, 32, 22 and when you click on the cell up above, it shows you what is in that cell. In this case, it's the same value. But it doesn't have to be a value. It could also be an equation that could be in there. So let's say, for example, we want to do a sum of what's in these cells. We can click on this little sum box, and the reason it's there is because it's a very common operation. We click on it, see how it tried to figure out what we're thinking about. So it selected all of the boxes above us, and it makes actually the equation, which begins with an equal sign, has the word sum, and then it has from the B3 to B8, and as soon as you say move off of it, it does a calculation. So when we put our over that cell, you can see the formula is up above in the box, but the resultant formula is what stays in the cell. So that's basically what this thing does. So let's just do another example here of, let's assume that these are centigrade values and we want to convert them to Fahrenheit. So in this case we're going to use the formula that we all know. Actually, let's put a column heading here first, call it Fahrenheit, just so you can put letters in these things too to make it easier to read. And here we're going to put a formula that we all learned in grade school for converting the centigrade to Fahrenheit, which is, with the equal sign says it's a formula, and then in parentheses 9/5 times the centigrade value, which in this case is what's in B3 over there. By clicking on that, it'll automatically insert B3 for us, or we could have typed B3, and then adding 32. Excuse me. So that gets us our value. So let's say we want to do this for every item in this column. You don't have to type them all in. What you can do is just say copy, and doing a copy is just by a right click to bring down the menu and pressing copy, or you can do Control C. And once we do that copy, with the left mouse button we will select the next several cells, and we'll use the right mouse button again to bring up our little pop-up menu, and we'll say paste. And that'll put the formula in each of these. But see how smart it was. In the first one it was using B3, but here it's B4. So as we made copies, it said, oh, it was the next column. So it tries to be smart and figure out what you meant for as far as a formula goes. So let's take our sum, and we'll make a copy of it also, and we'll come over here and do a paste. And notice again it was smart. We have the sum not of what's in the B column, but we have the sum of what's in the D column. And this actually shows you the basics of what a spreadsheet does. And the Excel or this OpenOffice Calc work very similar. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a save. And when we do a save, OpenOffice will try and put it in what's called these open document formats, like an ODS for open document spreadsheet. But since the world mostly works in Excel, we're going to say, actually, let's save it in a Microsoft Excel format, XLS, and give it a name, and say save, and it's going to just save it. This is just an annoying little